Local sports from KYMA News 11.
Prep volleyball takes center stage. Welcome back, everyone. We begin our coverage tonight with Gila Ridge and San Luis, where the Hawks are coming off a huge victory over rival Cibola, while San Luis is looking to make tonight a trap match for the Hawks. Take you to San Luis for the highlights. The Hawks trying to keep their momentum going tonight, and the Sidewinders looking for a bit of a spark. But it would go to Ridge early. Tinley Schmidgall has a give-and-go exchange with Madison Craig, then fires a bullet to the back end. Hawks up early. And then off the Ridge serve, Araceli Serrato's dig sets up Schmidgall, forcing a dig by Israel Vigil, which then sets up Amaya Evans. The Hawks keeping the momentum going early. San Luis trying to respond. Adelis Bojorquez sets for Alexi Ortiz, but she's rejected the net by Evans. Oh, no, you didn't. She would have 12 kills on the night, but the Sidewinders wouldn't back down. Bojorquez gives it over to Elizabeth Calderon, whose shot would not be denied. More San Luis. This time, Ortiz delivers a serve that's too hot to handle. Sidewinders close the gap to 2. But Ridge, well, they would match that intensity. Craig sets up for Alexandra Galvez, who throws down at the baseline. Hawks up 3. More Gila Ridge. This time, Hannah Parks is going to get ace happy because Calderon just couldn't get a handle on it. The Hawks' momentum continues. Ridge trying to put this thing away, but Molly Sims' kill attempt is stuffed at the net by Stacy Osuna and Galilea Martinez. But the Hawks would soar. Craig sets for Schmidgall. She fires this one right into your living room. Talk about threading a needle through a needle. Ridge takes this one in 3 sets. Now winners of 2 straight. Here are the other prep volleyball results to come into our newsroom. The Cibola Raiders have certainly bounced back from its sole loss of the season to Gila Ridge by knocking off San Luis, and tonight, Kofa. The Golden Black take care of business in 3 sets. Meanwhile, the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks set their section win streak going over Wickenburg, notching 4 straight wins going into their final homestand of the season. The Rocks resellers had 10 kills, and Peyton Picula also came through with 13 assists as YC continues to make its case heard for a potential playoff berth. Well, News 11 Sports first reported to you last night that Antelope Union High School is suspending all extracurricular activities, including the current fall sports program, with today's volleyball matches canceled, as well as tomorrow night's road football game scheduled against Santa Cruz Valley. According to Athletic Director Rocky Jaime and Superintendent Greg Copeland, a school employee was recently exposed to someone who tested positive for COVID-19, but that person has had no contact with any of the Antelope students or school staff. As a precaution, all activities except online learning are canceled for the rest of this week. The football and volleyball programs plan to try to reschedule this week's canceled games. Well, the Sunday night football game of the week has changed. The NFL elected to move the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Las Vegas Raiders game to an afternoon start. It had been billed as the feature matchup this weekend, pitting Tom Brady against Derek Carr. The Arizona Cardinals and Seattle Seahawks game will now slide back into the Sunday night football time slot. The league said the decision was made out of an abundance of caution after 2 Raider players were included on the NFL's COVID-19 reserve list. There was a concern that if the Raiders game had to be postponed, there was no backup game for Sunday night football fans. All right, finally, here's a look at our week number 3 lineup of FNL. We have a trio of contests headlined by the all-time classic rivalry between the Kings and the Criminals. We invite you to join us tomorrow night at the conclusion of Nightside. We look forward to seeing you then. For all the latest with your local sports coverage, you can check out our sports page on KYMA.com. We're done with this round of sports. Adonis, back to you.